What's up, everyone? It's your boy CrispPurpose back at it again with another Gems of War new Mythic video for you guys. So, the new Mythic Champion of Rot is now exclusive to Glory Gem Guild and VIP chests for 1 week only, baby. So, it is new Mythic time, new Mythic Friday, and we're gonna try and get multiple copies of this new Darkstone Mythic troop. So, let's go ahead and take a look at the let's see if anybody's getting it yet in global. Anybody in global getting it? Yeah, two people right there. Oh no, only one. Jade got it in global chat. All right, so let's head over to the adventure board or daily plunder, you would say. Let's see what's there. Nothing good. What's on the offers? Ooh, a verse. Let's grab that. And let's grab these writs. I've been getting a lot of good writ offers recently, so we're gonna grab those. I'm gonna grab my mail as well. That's gonna be pretty important. Some good stuff over there. And now we're going to head over into the collections menu here. And we're going to go on owned. Now that upgradable. What the hell am I doing? What am I doing? What do you think, Cam? This weekend? I would have to check. I don't remember. All right, let's go on owned here. And there it is, Champion of Rot. This is a Damon Knight from Darkstone, 22 mana cost of green, yellow, brown. Spell is River of Bile. It will deal uh, damage to all enemies, and then create 16 green and red gems. Not bad. Green and red, not bad. With a boost ratio, boosted by disease and poison enemies. Not bad. 1-to-1 boost ratio here. So for each poisoned enemy, you will create one of each color, and I think for um, disease as well, one of each color for the enemy troops. Not bad, man. Poison disease. It also has the ability to poison and disease a random enemy on 4 or 5 gem matches with the sickness aura final trait. And it's impervious. That's pretty good. Skull damage reflection, or yeah, skull damage reflect as well. Not bad, man. It's a decent mythic troop. So we are gonna go and try and get multiple copies of this new troop. Of course, we have a new bounty troop as well. I'm not going to be putting bounty stuff in this video, but yeah, let's hop right here into our keys and let's pop some gold keys as we usually do. Maybe go 200 at a time here as opposed to 50. And let's see what we can get, man. Let's see what we can get. This is actually not bad, man. Darkstone is my favorite kingdom. I've mentioned this many times in many different videos. And so I'm excited about any new mythic from that kingdom. Plus, it is a magic kingdom mythic. So just from the kingdom, level and power perspective alone for your kingdom upgrades, this mythic should be pretty good. All right, so we're gonna just open those gold keys up, and then we're gonna go over to our guild seals, in which we have 31,000, I should say, 31,265 guild seals. Let's see if we can grab a copy of this new Darkstone Mythic, man. Divinish Bala is the first one popping up. Like to see her, but not. This is not her time, right? Divinish Bala, head. Woo!
Woo! Yeah, baby! That's what I've been waiting for. That's what it's all about. Woo!
Wee! There we go. First copy of the new Mythic Champion of Rot, man. It's nice to say it. Nice to see it. Got a first one right off the jump. All right, let's see if we can get a second copy here. We're going for a second copy. Um, just because I want to try and create a loopy team with this one. I might do a team with two copies, and then I'm gonna do a team with a singular copy for all those players out there. I really want to know as well how much gem keys, how many guild seals, how many glory keys did it take you to get a copy of this new mythic troop? As you guys can see, it was mad easy for me this time, and I'm happy about it, man. You know what I mean? You guys have seen it many times in which I try to get new mythics, and then it is a struggle. It's a struggle over and over and over and over again. But this time, you know what I mean? Lady Luck is shining upon your boy. All right, let's keep it going. Come on, one more copy, man. Don't be stingy now. Can you imagine the first copy of the Mythic takes like 2,000 um, seals? Then this one takes the entire 31,000. That would be ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? But I'm still gonna try. You know what I mean? That's the reason I'm here, to showcase it to you guys, and then you can go ahead and try and see if you really want to get the mythic or not, right? Is it worth it, or is it a solid pass? I think that this one should be worth it just based on the fact that it's the Magic Kingdom's a mythic, right? Those are very rare. There we go. A second copy of the Champion of Rot. That is good to see. So you know what's coming up, man. The teams will be following up right after this. So here is the first team for this new mythic troop, the Champion of Rot. So he's going to be here on the team. Of course, we looked at the spell and the traits. That final trait is actually pretty cool. It's actually decent to use. Along with the boost ratio with this, it actually really works. So at front of the team, we're going to be having the Wand of Stars as our main generator option. We know this one for blessing allies, cursing enemies, creating those umbral stars, and those elemental stars with the elementalist class. This is going to be a team for PvP, right? It's a PvP focused team so that you can take this new mythic and start running at those PvP battles. Champion of Rot in the second slot, followed by ZBP, Zarg's Boom Piles. This is going to be here for the one little spark exploding two skulls when my turn begins. This should allow my Wanda Stars to get spell ready very quickly. And at the back of the team, we have Sir Quintin Hadley here. Sir Quintin Hadley is here for his Griffin Commander final trait. All knight allies start with 50% mana, and my Champion of Rot is a knight, so he's going to be starting with a 50% mana at the start of the battle. The banner here is the Maze banner from the Labyrinth faction. So this is a +2 on green, +1 on red. They were minusing purple because only the Wonder Stars uses that mana color, and it uses 5 others. We are in Central Spire PvP. Let's see if we can blow through this fight really fast. Right, so your main assignment here is, of course, get mana to your wand and then get casting from there. So you really want to get those explosions going from the Zarg Boom Pile. You cast your Wand of Stars, hopefully it does not miss. And once you get your troop spell ready, you start casting him. The good thing about this troop, he will loop back into himself as well as back into the other damage dealers on the team. So, for example, back into your Zarg Boom Pile, or if not, into your wand. And even if you want to as well, you can convert all those green gems that you have on the board if you don't get a 4+ gem match with your Sir Quintin Hadley. Because Sir Quintin Hadley, let me show you his spell here. Sir Quintin Hadley's spell, the Griffin Strike, converts purple gems to yellow, and he also converts green gems to skulls, right? And that's what your Champion of Rot is placing on the board with his River of Bile spell. So they actually are very, very complementing to each other. Pretty good troops to use on the team. Of course, this is just the first team. I have a second team here that you can use outside of PvP if you want to do your explore battles or whatsoever. All right, let's see if we can get some explosions here, and we need to match some gems. There we go. All right, let's cast a 1. It's going to be a bad board because we have a lot of skulls here, but it's working out for us. All right, let's cast Champion of Rot. He missed. And we got an explosion, which is nice. And now let's cast our ZBP. And do we have alignment on skulls? We do. Let's go and do that. There we go. Got them killed. Very potent team. It works nicely. I might be looking at other teams for PvP in the future, but with the time that I have right now, I'm just going to be showcasing this one. So once again, the Wand of Stars, followed by the Champion of Rot, followed by ZBP, and of course, Sir Quintin Hadley. The second team is going to be following up right after this. So here is the second team for this new mythic troop, the Champion of Rot. The Eruption of Roses is going to be here on this team. This is an explodey type weapon, a staff from the Kingdom of Bright Forest. This explodes magic +1 green gems and grants a random status effect to all Fey allies, and it will summon a Fey troop. Really good weapon here. I like the weapon upgrades. That's Vital, Tangling, in which it will entangle the first enemy. It has Fey, it will Fear Fire, random enemy, and then it will deal some light scatter damage, about 5 scatter damage to the enemy troops. I have it here with the Hierophant hero class, but you don't have to use it with Hierophant. You can switch it around, use whatever you want. I'm using it with Hierophant because Hierophant is a Fey class, so it works nicely with this one. Then, as you guys can check here as well, let me go ahead and adjust my talents here. So I want to go with Purification, of course, Brilliant Aura, and let's go Fey Vengeance, and Gift of Fire could be useful, and Firebringer, very nice. Can go Firebringer, yeah, Firebringer, yeah, Firebringer for sure. And of course, we're gonna go with we're going to go with a Fireblade for the final talent on the class. That's the setup for my class. Champion of Rot is going to be there in the second slot. And then Gingeraxia is here. Gingeraxia is here because his Storm, the Holly and Ivy final trait, which is creating a Holly Storm when my turn begins, matches perfectly with the colors that the Champion of Rot is placing on the board. Champion of Rot is placing green and red gems on the board. That's exactly what this storm does. Green and red storm every single turn. And of course, Leprechaun is at the back of the team. So we have two Fey allies here from the same kingdom. So as a result, we get a bonus here. So we have a plus 12 for the Lord of Summer. And we have a Kingdom team bonus tier 5. We're getting plus 6 armor and plus 24 HP. So that's pretty good. Once again, we're using the same banner here from the Labyrinth, the Maze banner. And yeah, we're in Golovania. This is battle number 4. And let's see if we can showcase this team and, see how it works. Right, so go for a Leprechaun. See if you can get the weapon spell ready. And I should be honest with you, because of Gingeraxia Storm, you're almost going to be getting spell ready 100% of the time, man. It just works so nicely together. And you go ahead and cast this. Of course, if it misses, you have a perfect board here to just go ahead and explode everything, right? Because you're going to have a lot of green gems on the board and everything else. If you want to cast your Gingeraxia as well, you can go right ahead and do so, because you guys can see Gingeraxia deals a decent amount of damage based on the amount of no, she gives a life, I should say, based on the amount of red and green gems on the board. If you cast your Champion of Rot, you have a lot of those gems on the board if you don't get a 4-gem match, and then you can just follow up and give your troops more life while dealing damage. You guys can see that was pretty easy, right? And I'm running a 20% start from Anu right here. And that was pretty easy for me. Of course, I'm at a higher magic level, so I'm able to blow through battles like this really, really fast. If you're at a lower level, it's going to take some time. But nonetheless, it is a loopy troop. And to be honest, you have to kind of, like when troops like this are added to the game. It makes a lot of, more difficult content, a bit easier, right? Because if you look at things like a journey event or anything like that, it could prove to be a little bit difficult for some players at a lower level that don't have certain stats, but for a player that doesn't have high stats and they have a loopy troop, it could prove to be very, very useful. Of course, I was looking for a giant troop to match with the Champion of Rot. You know what I mean? One of those giants that double a particular color on the board. If you guys know of one of those that you think might work very well with the Champion of Rot, definitely drop a comment and I'll check it out, see what's available there. But I kind of like how this loops into itself, man. Somewhat, right? It's not a perfect loop, nothing even close to being a perfect loop. But it is useful, right? It is pretty useful. Let's go ahead and get some explosion here. Let me know what you guys rank, where you guys would rank this new Mythic troop as well. Do you rank it as a B rank Mythic? It is a C rank Mythic, a D rank Mythic, A, whatever, S rank if you think so. Let me know in the comment section, man. All right, there it is. Nothing good for those badges and medals. So yeah, guys, that is the team. Eruption of Roses. If you don't have the Eruption of Roses, I should say, if you go ahead and select red, and then we're going to go down to explode gems, or explode gems. There we go. You can look at what red weapons explode green gems, right? So as I went through here, I saw the Eruption of Roses first. I was like, yeah, that's pretty cool to use. And I think there's another weapon here as well. Where's that weapon? There it is, the Watcher's Blade from Zulkari. This explodes green gems as well and grants a random status effect to all Zulkari allies and summons a Zulkari troop. So if indeed you want to, you can put on the Orb Weaver class and put this at the top of the team and go at it. You should be fine, right? I think it should be really, really good. Still keep it with Gingeraxia, just switch out the class here and you should be fine. I think that's the only weapon along with the Eruption of Roses that I thought as an explodey type weapon would work very well. And as I said before, if you guys know of something else that works even better, let me know. I'm always interested in trying out new teams that work really well. And you guys, if you found this video helpful and informative, let me know by hitting the like button, comment, and let me know what you guys think. And I'll catch y'all next one. Peace.